How did ancient Egyptians build the Great Pyramid? Imagine standing in the middle of a scorching desert. No cranes, no trucks, no computers, no steel. Yet before you rises a structure so massive, so precise, and so mysterious that even modern engineers still debate how it was built. The Great Pyramid of Giza. A monument that has stood for over 4,500 years, a mountain of stone carved by human hands alone. But how? How did an ancient civilization move millions of stone blocks across burning sands? How did they lift them skyward, layer by layer? And how did they create one of the incredible engineering achievements in human history? Today, we're traveling back to ancient Egypt to uncover the secrets behind the Great Pyramid. Our story begins around 2580 BC. The mighty pharaoh Khufu dreamed of immortality. Like every ruler before him, he wanted a tomb. But not just any tomb. He wanted a monument so grand that future generations would remember his name forever. And forever came. Enter Khaimwaset, one of Egypt's master builders. As he gazed across the endless desert, he saw not empty land, but a vision, a monument reaching toward the heavens, a structure that would touch the sky. Thousands of workers gathered from across Egypt, farmers, stonecutters, engineers, surveyors, craftsmen. When the Nile flooded each year, many farmers could not work their fields. Instead, they joined the massive construction effort. Together, they became a workforce unlike any the world had ever seen. But first came the stone, lots of stone. More than 2 million limestone blocks would eventually form the pyramid. Each block weighed as much as a small car. Some granite stones used inside weighed even more. The challenge seemed impossible. Yet the Egyptians had a plan. Teams of quarry workers cut massive blocks from nearby limestone cliffs. Copper tools chipped away at the rock. Wooden wedges soaked in water expanded and cracked stone apart. Slowly, patiently, piece by piece, the desert echoed with the sounds of labor. Hammer strikes, commands shouted, stone grinding against stone, the rhythm of an empire building its future. But cutting stone was only the beginning. Moving it was an entirely different challenge. Imagine dragging a multi-ton block across hot desert sand. At first glance, it seems impossible, but ancient artists left clues behind. Drawings show workers pulling giant sleds loaded with stone. Ahead of them, another worker poured water onto the sand. Modern experiments revealed why. Wet sand becomes firmer. The sled glides more easily. Friction falls. Efficiency rises. A simple solution hiding in simple sight. Block after block moved toward Giza. The construction site grew larger every day. Dust filled the air. Workers sang to keep rhythm. Foremen directed teams. Engineers checked measurements. And slowly the pyramid began to rise. Precision was everything. The builders aligned the pyramid with remarkable accuracy to the cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. Even today, experts are amazed by how precise their measurements were. Some believe they used stars. Others believe they used shadows cast by the sun. Whatever method they chose, the results were extraordinary. As years passed, the structure climbed higher and higher and higher. But one question still puzzles historians. How were the stones lifted? Many theories exist. Straight ramps, zigzag ramps, spiral ramps, perhaps multiple methods working together. Massive earthen ramps may have allowed workers to drag stones upward as each new layer was added. As the pyramid grew taller, the ramps grew too. The task demanded constant adaptation, constant innovation, constant determination. For decades, the workforce continued. Generations of laborers dedicated their lives to the project. They were not slaves, as Hollywood often portrays. Archaeological evidence suggests many were skilled workers who received food, shelter, and medical care. These builders were respected members of society. They were creating something eternal. Finally, after years of relentless effort, the Great Pyramid neared completion. Smooth white limestone casing stones covered its exterior. Under the sunlight, the pyramid gleamed brilliantly. Some historians believe it could be seen from many miles away, a shining beacon rising from the desert. The final capstone was placed. Khufu's monument was complete, the tallest structure on Earth, a title it would hold for nearly 4,000 years. Empires would rise, empires would fall, languages would disappear, kings would be forgotten, yet the Great Pyramid remained. Storms came, centuries passed, civilizations changed, still it stood. Today, millions of visitors travel from around the world to see this wonder. They stare upward, just as ancient Egyptians once did, and they ask the same question: how did they do it? The answer is both simpler and more impressive than many imagine. Not aliens, not lost magic, not impossible technology. Human ingenuity, human organization, human determination. The Great Pyramid reminds us that extraordinary achievements are possible when vision, knowledge, and teamwork come together. More than 4,000 years later, the stones still whisper their story. A story of ambition, a story of innovation, a story of people who dared to build something that would outlive them all. And perhaps that is the greatest mystery of the pyramid, not how it was built, but why humanity continues to be inspired by it thousands of years later.